Hello! I see that Rip is here. You made it, bud. You made it. Good for you. Now, the last live stream that I did where people were able to come to, there was some talk about not being able to respond, or there was a lag or whatever in the chat. I've changed the time from 60 seconds to 30 seconds, so we'll see if that's gooder. I'm having a beer this afternoon. Just saying. Don't judge me. I don't have to be anywhere until 8 o'clock tonight. So, Chris, you made it. Yay. I wasn't late. I was on the dot, bro. How is everybody doing? I don't know if you heard, Chris, but I did mention that I've changed the messaging on the chat. So last time, I know that there was some problems with lag or whatever. I changed the response time from 60 seconds to 30 seconds. So hopefully that helps. I'm not sure if I can do it while chat is running. So was I a minute late? Well, whatever, bud. My clock says it's 2 minutes after right now, so we're fine. Listen, none of y'all showed up last time, so. Now I have a bowl of frozen fruit here. So if you hear tinging, it's just me moving my fruit around, trying to thaw it faster. Sorry. Not sorry. I'm hungry. I wasn't supposed to remember what. I need the whole thought. So is everybody ready for spooky season? I'm so excited. We're getting closer. So excited. I took Monkey to the Spirit Halloween yesterday, and we both realized that last year, neither of us went to the Spirit Halloween at all. It was a very sad moment. I don't think I've ever done that in my life. But we had a good time browsing around the Spirit Halloween. It's very small this year. It's in a very small building. But it was still a good time. It's always a good time. It could be the size of my dining room. It'd still be a good time. Oh, I wasn't supposed to remember that y'all didn't show up. Listen, it's on film, bro. And up on the YouTubes. Just saying. Everybody knows. I actually went out, I don't know, around 12:30 or something like that. And I grabbed a coffee and a bagel. And I vlogged for a little bit on the chance that nobody came in today. So I had to back up. Chris, you were here at 1:30. You was late. You was right on time. You were on the dot, bro. It's all good. It's all good. Excuse me. Ugh. I'm a little tired today, and I'm sorry. I should have put some makeup on or something, but I have been editing for like 3 days straight. It wears on me. But hopefully, I've been fighting with this last reaction video that I did because it's blocked globally. I'm so upset. Thank you, Chris. Yes, I worked mad hard on this. I need more because they're supposed to go to your hairline, but I ran out of extensions. But thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, I was working on this video and it got blocked globally, which I kind of figured would happen. Um, but well, not as I filmed it, but when I watched it back, I put it in my editing program, my big editing program, and I cut it as I watched it. And because it's like a 2-hour movie. So I got it down to, I don't know, 50 odd minutes or whatever. But when I uploaded it to YouTube, it got blocked globally. So when I went into YouTube's editing program within their app, it wouldn't let me do any more cutting. It wouldn't let me do any blurring. YouTube Studio Editor is usually where I go to do all the blurring stuff because I haven't figured out how to do it on DaVinci Resolve yet. But it also tells you in YouTube Studio what you can cut out to do kind of an end run around a claim or a block or whatever the hell. But this was giving me nothing except a song, like the opening song. So I was like, okay, well, I know in DaVinci Resolve you can just cut out portions of audio. I just need to figure out how to do it. And I did. But when I re-uploaded it, it was still telling me that stuff was blocked, and it gave me another chunk that I could take out. But again, it won't let me do it in YouTube. So I had to re-upload it to DaVinci Resolve, and something went wrong, and I lost the goddamn file. So I had to re-upload it from another copy that I have. Thank God I keep all my copies. And so the sound part that I had originally taken out is no longer taken out. And do you think I can remember how to take out that fucking chunk of audio? That's what I've been doing all morning today. Does that count as a rant? Did I rant in chat? Sticking on brand. I thought I turned my notifications off. Hang on a second. Oh, that's an email. We don't care for emails. Hang on, I'll turn my notifications down. There we go. That should be good. So yeah, it's been a frustrating couple of days. But that's all right. That's all right. Right? Causing global chaos. That is exactly it, Chris. Exactly. That is what I do. I rant and I rave and I cause global chaos. Yeah. I love it. At least in my own world, anywho. That's funny. That's funny. There it is. I lost my e-smoke for a second. We can't do that. So how are you guys doing? Everything going well? Having a good day? It is a gorgeous day out here today, let me tell you. Aw, thanks, Chris. Oh, good thing you can't see me. I've been up all night. I look awful. Okay. Take it out. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You're fine, Rip. You're fine. We could both use some beauty sleep, I guess, huh? On top of all that, I was texting with Monkey's. Well, Monkey's dad was texting me today. It's Monkey's birthday tomorrow. My little monkey is going to be 15 tomorrow. I feel old. Amazing weather, long. Has it been nice the last couple of weeks? It's been nice here, but it was actually like stupid hot. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. I'm actually overdressed for today. I'm dressed fine for in my house because my house is freezing. But when I go outside, I die. Was it last week that was hot? Yeah, it all bleeds together. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But yes, tomorrow is Monkey's 15th birthday. I'm so excited for him. But his dad was texting me today asking what I was doing tomorrow, because tomorrow's the actual day, right? And I was like, well, we're not doing anything until Thursday because Boo Boo's working nights the next couple of days. So we just do like a family dinner usually on the day if we can. It's all one long blur. But yes, look, my life is a blur. I'm lucky if I can remember what I did 10 minutes ago. Listen, I can only adult so much, okay? I don't know what y'all expect from me. Just saying. But I was like, yeah, we're not doing anything till Thursday, the schedules and whatever, And he's like, okay, well, I just texted Monkey about tomorrow. And I was like, great. Do you want to let the mama know about tomorrow? I'm glad that you texted your son, but maybe I should know what's going on. You make me wait until he gets home because he's not going to remember to tell me. He's like, he texts me back, it's his birthday. I know that. I remember. I was there. You're not funny. I said, I don't care what you're doing, but all I need to know is, am I making dinner for everybody that night, or am I just making dinner for Boo Boo that night? That is all I care about. And do you know what he texted me back telling me? That he just remembered he's having a root canal that day. That answers nothing. That was the last thing I heard. Oh, I just remembered I'm having a root canal. Frustrating. Every time I try to post, a message pops up and tells me I have to wait for X number of seconds to have to. Well, because like I said when I started, the chat used to be you could comment every 60 seconds, and I changed it to every 30 because I don't know how fast y'all need the chat to be moving, and I need to be able to read shit. All right, Chris, I'll see you in a bit. Yeah, I'm not sure how fast we need this moving. Yeah, but I need to have time to read comments too, so suck it up. Wait your turn. I don't know what to tell you. You're working on it. Yes. You work on that patience. So yeah, it's kind of been one of those frustrating days, but that's all right. It's still been all right. It's fine. I can't help. Every time I say that now, it's fine. I think there was I think it was a young lady on here in one of my comments that said I should make merch that says it's fine. And I kind of agree. I think that would be awesome. I don't know how to go about making merch of any kind, but it's a nice idea. But I think about it every time I say it now. And I'm finding I say it a lot now. It's just that you forget what you said unless you add it. So you know what. Well, yeah, I mean, if you only bring me in on half the thought, I don't know what you're talking about. I need the whole thought. I can't read minds if you're standing in front of me. I certainly can't do it through the interwebs. Sorry. My powers are vast and strong, but they do not include the reading of the minds. Sadly. If I could, then I would know what Monkey's dad's plans were for tomorrow. Because I still don't know. Maybe I'll see if I can. I don't know if I can adjust the chat while I'm streaming. I really don't know. Yeah, it says it's in slow mode. Send a message every 30 seconds. I don't know. Community moderation. Nope. 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 You don't need timestamps. I don't see anything in there. I don't know what pop-out chat is. I don't know what this participants is either. I do know. What's this? Almost. Okay, well, yeah, that's good. Yeah, I have no idea. Merch is a lot of work, but apparently you can make a fair bit of. I've heard of people doing very well with it. I think it's an interesting concept. I don't think that I would do very well with it. I think I would lose money on it. But yeah, I mean, it's an interesting thought. I thought the idea was sound. But yeah. Well, here, maybe can I? What was? Okay, we're gonna try something here. What will this do? Oh, that's how I can do polls and stuff. Start a Q&A live. Start a poll. Okay. Well, now I know how to do that. I don't know how to change the speed of chat while we are live. What's this manage? See, I don't wanna fuck it up. I don't wanna fuck it up. No, I didn't close the live yet. I was looking to I was just trying to see if I could adjust the chat speed, but no, I don't think I can while I'm live. I think I would have to end the stream. What's that? That's a share screen. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do about it right now. Sorry. Yeah, there's nothing that I can do about the chat speed right now. I will change it. I'll try to remember to change it maybe to 10 seconds in the next one. It really depends on how many people are in the chat and participating in the chat. Because if it moves too fast and I can't keep up with it, I need it to move good and slow. because dyslexic. We have to be nice to Jen's brain. I can only take so much. Yeah, so yeah, maybe every 10 or 15 seconds. We're at 30 right now. So, yeah, every 10 or 15 I'll try. But it'll have to be next time because I've pushed everything that I'm willing to push on here that I am pretty sure is not going to fuck up the chat. Anything else, I'm pretty sure will screw it up. So, let's not do that, okay? We'll see. I don't know. Like I said, I think it depends on how many people are actually participating in the chat as to how fast the chat is moving, right? Because I don't have to respond in chat, right? Like I can respond on camera live. So I don't need time to type anything, really. I just need time to read what's being said, right? My fruit needs to thaw faster. Hungry. Christopher, we missed you, sir. We were discussing merch and chat speeds. I hope everything went well, sir. So, oh my goodness, yes. So nobody answered me. Is everybody ready for spooky season? Am I the only one excited? Sad. I was told I don't have to buy monkey costumes or anything this year. He went yesterday, like I said, and picked up some shit. So this week when I get, well, tomorrow when I get paid, no, nobody comes around anymore. You know what? If it's nice, if it's a nice night, I'm going to sit out on the porch, whether people come or not. Maybe I'll even bring my laptop out. We can sit out on the front porch because the table's there, and we can change the chairs because I know those chairs bother your legs. And we can sit out on the porch and watch movies and shell candy and whatever. That could be a good time. Bring a blanket just in case. Yes, I think that would be fun. We could watch Evil Dead 2. That is one of my go-to Halloween movies. Just saying. Or Trick or Treat. That's a really good one too. At 15, I was busy partying. Yes, the whole Devil's Night thing. I never partook in Devil's Night. Devil's Night was never a thought in my head. I wanted the candy. And I wanted to play dress up. I loved playing dress up. I loved the face painting. I loved all that stuff. And then when I got a little bit older, I liked doing like the scary stuff. I did this one thing. I can't remember if I did it on my neck or I did one on my wrist where I took that fake Mortician's wax or whatever the fuck that is. And I slathered it all over my wrist and I did a bite impression and then I painted it like I'd been gnawing at my wrist. That was fun. Never too old for trick or treat. Get over it. Trick or Treat is a movie, Rip. And I did another effect where I took, what's that called? You know, where you mix the water and the flour and whatever, you make that paste, that goop. You know, paper mache glue. That's it. Paper mache glue. And I slathered that all over my neck in like layers, like really thick. And then I put safety pins through it and painted that all gross. That was wicked cool. Yeah, I once I got into figuring out all that stuff, I did one. I did a bullet hole on a friend once using I cut open raisins or dates are even better, but I didn't even think of that then. But we had raisins, so that is what we used. It was like little 22 holes. It was such a good time. Yeah, once I figured out the whole like special effects hacks and stuff, yeah, I was like so excited. And Monkey even said I might get to paint his face this year. I think he's going to a Halloween dance or something, he was saying, because he's getting older. And I said, that's fine. You're not allowed to wear masks. So I get to do some face painting. I'm so excited. I was like, it's a month away, but you still need to, I need time, like, because we're going to have to practice. Don't expect me to just throw something on the night of. Like, I need to plan and need to practice. But I'm so excited. I'm so happy. I love Halloween. I want to sit and shell out candy for the kids. I love to watch the kids come up with their costumes. Oh, they're so cute. Oh. And then later in the night, I don't mind so much when the older kids come. They usually do good. I like the ones that go all out like I used to. If you come to my house, I don't care if you're in your 20s. I don't care if you could be in your 80s, bro. I don't care. As long as you're wearing a costume and it's after 9 o'clock, I will give you candy. 110%. I was a kid. We had a lot of people that went around. My contact just did something funny. We had a lot of people that went around. We barely had any trick-or-treaters anymore. I know it doesn't seem to be as big. It seems to go in stages, right? I don't know. I've had years here where I ran out of candy real friggin' quick. Like I always set aside some for me for later because let's be real, okay? I need some candy too. I can only steal so much from my kids, okay? Then they notice. And some years where, I mean, I'll go out and buy, like 8 boxes of candy, and by the end of the night, I still have, 6, 7 boxes of candy. That's not good. It's very popular with adults, but I think because of safety, a lot of people know. And see, that's ridiculous. I don't think it's any more or less dangerous than it's ever been. I mean, just put a glow stick on your kid and watch your freaking kids. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Yeah, I think the current generation of parents is just very, bubble wrap their kids and whatever. I don't know. When I was going around trick or treating, it was serial killers were just rampant. But the other thing that I've noticed a lot of parents do is they drive the kids around. It's funny, I don't know what it was like in Canada, but when we were kids in the 70s and 80s, the big scare used to be that somebody was, yes, put a razor blade in your apple. Yes, my mother told me that. I need to check a candy because they put shit in the candy. And oh, fuck yeah. We weren't allowed to take homemade treats because in the 80s, I'm sure they did in the 70s too, but I was growing up more in the 80s. People made like their candy corn and candy apples and like all that stuff. They would wrap them up and do them pretty and bows and ribbons and whatever the fuck. And we were never allowed to take them unless my mom knew which house it came from. we weren't allowed to take anything homemade. And yeah, she would inspect, like with a magnifying glass and everything. She would inspect the wrappers, and the chips had to have air in the bag or they were gone. And oh yeah, 100%. Halloween used to be so much fun, especially when I had the old witch hanging in the door and had to explain to the kids that she was the remains of my very short sister. Right. She's like, did you ever see Beetlejuice, guy with the shrunken head? Well, she's totally shrunk. It's fine. Yeah. I'm not decorating for Halloween. I didn't decorate last year at all. I'll put up my lights. I have these really pretty orange and purple lights that I bought off Amazon 2 or 3 years ago. I'll put those up, but I'm not putting up, I'm not putting out skeletons and bats and all that kind of shit. I don't even think I'm going to get I might not even get a pumpkin this year. I usually get a pumpkin every year and at least put a pumpkin out. Don't necessarily do anything to it. I just put a pumpkin out to be festive. But yeah, I'm not going to bother with any of that this year. I would rather spend the money on the candy and just hope that the kids come. And if not, then I will sit outside and I will drink my rum or whatever. I don't even know what day Halloween falls on this year. Razor blades, straight pins. Yeah. Yep. It was a big thing. I'm not sure if it was just sort of a urban legend that went crazy, or if it was just like our parents' way of scaring us into letting us go through steal our candy. But yeah, I remember my mom. We were actually watching, I think it was the original Halloween, because there's a part. No, maybe it was the second one. Anyway, in one of them, there is the second one because it takes place in the hospital. There's a mom and a little boy that end up in the emerge, and that's what happened to him. He bit into a candy or whatever and got a razor blade stuck in his mouth. Yeah. So if we don't feel like blaming our parents for that kind of trauma, we can blame John Carpenter. Much as I love him, look what you did, bro. I was going to check my phone for something, and now I can't remember what. Quit your fibbing. Oh, hang on. Quit your fibbing. You hope not too many kids show up. There's leftovers. You know what? Listen. I don't need the candy. we're trying to cut way back on the junk food. I think what I might do is buy maybe 3 boxes, like one mixed box, one of one particular kind and one of another particular kind, and then just be done with it. Because yes, I will eat them. I will eat all of them. But I can't buy suckers and stuff because that won't get eaten. If nobody comes and I have suckers left behind, they go in the garbage because nobody in this house eats suckers. So I don't want to throw my money in the garbage, but I don't want to necessarily eat all my money either. Yeah, I remember absolutely. I used to have to dump out the candy on the table when we got home, and they would, yeah, piece by piece. Like I said, with fucking magnifying glass. It was crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah. Like I said, if the chips didn't have air in the bag, my mom would toss them. It didn't matter if it was sealed. There's no air in it, it's gone. Listen, I had me my first Snickers bar in a good long while. I think it was it yesterday that I went to Superstore? What day is today? Tuesday? So I think it was yesterday. Man, that was the best Snickers I've ever had in my life. I love chocolate bars, chips, ice cream. That is my shit. Anything outside of that, I could live quite happily without like candy. Not a big fan of the candy. I can't remember what I was going to look up on my phone now. I was going to look something up. Yeah, but I'm excited. I am so excited. I love to see when the little kids come. They look so excited and scared. And yeah, Halloween makes me so friggin' happy. I only wish I could still eat a Snickers. Yeah, well, it could still happen. Listen. He's changed his plans again. My goodness. My goodness. I will read it fully later. The man's going to give me an aneurysm, I'm telling you. Crazy. Speaking of junk food, I just have to say, look, I found this at the Shoppers the other day, and I've been slowly picking away at it. You ready? You ready? Not sponsored, YouTubes. Oh, so good. So good. I buy a jalapeno cheesy popcorn. I think it's Smart Pop or Smart Corn, or I don't know, something like that. It's a great big bag. And it's the cheesy jalapeno flavor. They actually make a really good sour cream too, but the cheesy jalapeno. But this one, I can only eat a couple of handfuls, and I have to tap out. It's so good. So does this mean I could make a hot fudge sundae? And if I you lost me at the cherry. You lost me at the cherry, Chris. Yes, cheddar jalapeno. Listen, anybody that says jalapeno, you're out of your goddamn mind. It's jalapeno. I says it how I sees it. Right? Vehicle is vehicular. Like, I mean, come on now. I just tried cheese doodles, hot and honey cheese doodles. Yeah. I like cheese doodles. But honey? Really? I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, the mango takes forever to thaw. You would think the cherries would take longer. No. It's the mango. That mango freezes solid. It's like little ice cubes in the bowl. Whoops. Oh, that is so good. I have to go out and buy another one. Maybe for Halloween. That's what I was going to look up, when Halloween was. Ah! That will dictate fully how I take in the evening. Let us see. Nope. September, October. It is on a Thursday. That is That is a sad thing. That means next year it'll be on a Friday though. So we can do it right next year for sure. I was thinking I could sit it on the porch and maybe have I know it's the 31st, asshole. Fuck you. Starting to give me Monkey's dad vibes. I'm just saying. None too happy with him right now. Watch your mouth. Well, hey, Chris, if you enjoy it, good on you, bud. Listen, I'm very picky, and I don't like to try new things. I get scared. But yeah, I was thinking if it was a cool night on Halloween, then I could sit outside with my blanket and my laptop and the candies for the kids and sip on a nice glass of whiskey or something. Oh, we need the chat to move up. I heard Halloween is on. Are you saying it's on the 31st this year too? Because fuck you, Chris. Yes, that is exactly what you said. Screw both of you. Fuck you both. But I thought if since it's a Thursday, we can't get the whiskey out. So maybe I'll just buy another can of Rickards and have some Rickards and watch a movie, hand out some candy. That'd be a good time. Oh, no, Chris, it's not red wine. It is Rickards Red, not sponsored. Please sponsor me. Love you. Here, we'll top up the glass. There we go. Yeah, it's Rickards Red. I figured I don't have to be anywhere till 8 o'clock tonight, so we're treating ourselves to an afternoon beer. I have bought 2 of these in the last several months, and it's taken me several months to drink 2 cans of beer. I'm not a big beer drinker. Though in the summer, I do love me a nice ice cold beer. Especially if I'm outside working, which I haven't done this year. I have not been outside for any... I've been outside long enough to go from house to van, van to house, house to van, and home. But sitting outside, or I haven't done any work in my yards this year. Like I've done nothing. I've literally gone from work to home, home to work, and occasionally to sleep. That is the one thing that I'm hating so far about giving up cigarettes is I don't go outside anymore. So listen, I heard Monkey has plans for his birthday with his dad. Do we know what they are? No, I still don't know what they are. His dad actually just texted me. It looked like he had some kind of plan. I haven't read the text yet. I'm not really concerned about it. It's just listen, Linda. Okay. I don't care what they do. It's none of my business. I just need to know what I'm doing for dinner. Okay. Because if all I'm cooking for is boo-boo, because I don't really eat dinner, I eat the sides, right? I eat salad, I eat the pasta, I eat the vegetables, I eat the side stuff because I don't eat the meat. So if all I have to cook for is boo boo, I'm not doing that. I can go to the store and get myself a great big salad and be fine. Boo Boo has a job. He can get himself some takeout that day. If I didn't have to drive this afternoon, I'd pull out the Harvey's Bristow. Is that cream sherry shit that you drink? No, pizza's way too expensive, and Boo Boo and I like different. He likes Domino's, and I refuse. So yes, a beer every now and again is very nice, very nice. But I'm also very particular about my beer too. My beer tastes are a little too costly for who I am. Like, I don't mind drinking a bottle of Canadian. I was raised on Canadian. Literally from a baby, put a nipple on the bottle, and there we went down. But since I have grown up, my tastes have changed, and I prefer Corona and Rickard's Red. Occasionally, Harp. Harp is a very nice. It's more of a. Oh, what do you call it? It's not a stout. It's a very blonde beer. Yeah, but it's nice. But it's expensive. At least getting it at the bar is, because I mean, if I'm going to drink beer at a bar, it's going to be draft. Draft is gooder. Cream sherry, no shit in the bottle. Listen, tomato, my friend. The closest thing to that I can drink would probably be like a tequila rose. You couldn't give me a Canadian watered. Listen, that's how I feel about most beer, but Molson Canadian is a good beer. Bud sucks. Labatt sucks. That Bush shit that people drink around here, that stuff is absolute garbage. Most beer is garbage. If I have to drink beer, oh boy, Taco Bell. Ooh, never. Cold day in hell. Cold day in hell. I would rather starve to death. Not even drunk. If I'd been out all night drinking nothing but tequila, I would still not eat Taco Bell. Nope. No, thank you, sir. The only takeout or whatever food that I'll eat while extremely intoxicated is McDonald's. I won't eat that shit sober, except the fries. I do like their fries. I don't know. Bush has never given me a migraine. White wine gives me, just the smell of white wine gives me a migraine. It's just it just tastes like shit. And the aftertaste is even worse. You mentioned whiskey. You know what I tried recently that was really good? Salted caramel whiskey. You know what? No, it wasn't salted caramel I tried. I tried the Jack honey whiskey. That was really nice. I will drink that straight out of the bottle. It is so good. Actually, Big Daddy and I, the last time I was over at his place, that's what we were doing. I was in the kitchen, I don't know, tidying something up or whatever, looking for something, and he got into the fridge and went, ooh, and took his bottle of Jack out. He's got the Jack and honey, and took a swig out of the bottle and then handed it to me like a dare. Like, listen, I've been drinking Jack for a good long while, bro. So I took it and I took a swig, and oh, it's so smooth. It's so smooth. Domino's crap. That is, yes. Yes. No, Domino's is utter garbage. I look, pizza, I will eat before Domino's, okay? And Boo Boo hates pizza. I never heard of a migraine until I had my first can of Bush. I never touched it since. If you like red, you ever have? It doesn't sound familiar. Although I have to tell, I wouldn't remember brands. Labels, I will remember labels, but the actual brand, no, I don't remember. The last one I bought, actually, I think was called Apothecary, which I only remember because that's a killer name. And the label was gorgeous. Actually, hang on one second. I think I have the empty bottle. I kept the bottle. Yeah. I kept the bottle. Sure did. Look at that. That's beautiful. That is a beautiful bottle. I love that label. That was really nice wine. The only thing that's bad about draft beer is that you better know where you're getting, because as a former bar, contacts doing weird things. Yes, no, 100%. Yes, I used to 10 bar too. I'll make sure that shit's clean. I've also drank directly from the line. Like head under the thing at the bar. Yeah. I once got locked into a bar. Okay. They did last call. But I was in the bathroom. And when I came out, the fucking bar was closed. The lights were off. The door was locked. I'm standing there and I'm like trying to open, like, fuck me, right? My friends are all outside going, for fuck's sake. The bartender and the bouncer came out of the back and they're like, we're about to put the alarm on. Like, and their alarms are motion censored, so fucking Harry Carey, right? And we're laughing. It's like, I was in the bathroom. I didn't know. It's so funny. But as a sorry, and I guess so that I wouldn't start trouble, the bartender and the bouncer were like, you've got 30 seconds or whatever. Stick your head under one of these and just, as much as you can go for 30 seconds. I was like, done. It was a good time. I used to love going to the bar. If you want to try gold-plated pizza, no. Boston pizza is fucking stupid, yeah. Yeah, you pay as much for a pizza there as you do for, like, two people to have a fish and chip dinner. It's insane, which is another thing that is stupidly overpriced. Especially here, since we catch them here and serve them here. It's stupid. Molson is a good beer. We get it here. Yes. I very much enjoy a Molson Canadian. from time to time. My mom's dad used to work for Molson back in the day, which is why we were practically raised on Molson beer. Got to keep his pension coming, they used to say. It's like, okay. Oh, is the chat really far behind? I don't know. Sorry. And 2 kegs later, yes. Listen, I can chug, or I used to. I don't know if I could anymore, but back in the day, I could 100%. I used to. I can remember at a house party once downing I think it was a 6-pack in the course of listening to Eve of Destruction. Yeah. It was a good time. I won some side bets that night. Was ready for the next house party. Well, the wine is because it has a lot of sugar. And if you don't drink enough water, yeah. Well, anything that's not like clear, right? I learned real young that I'm more of a liquor drinker than a beer drinker. So if I went out for an evening, I would generally drink clearer liquors. Vodka was generally out because I also learned real quick that vodka makes Jen angry. And then I want to fight everybody. So stay away from the vodka. Yeah, I find if you're going to go out for a night, wait, Honey Jack is very good, and Jack Fire is very good. Not a big. Is it spicy, like with heat, or is it like cinnamon, like that kind of thing? Not a big fan of the spicy, like Fireball. I mean, I'll do a shot of Fireball, but I mean, it's not my favorite thing. My mother used to like her Labatt's 50. First beer I drank. Just got my nose past the cap and yeah, I don't like anything Labatt's. Labatt's was, I think it was Labatt's that first came out with that, like the X. You know, it was supposed to be like double the alcohol or whatever the fuck of regular Canadian beer. Or was that ice? I don't know. There was a couple of things that came out like in the 90s beer that made us like, oh, get fucked up on that. I think it was Labatt's that came out with like a Labatt's Lime. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad at all. Surprisingly. So clear things up for me. Monkey's the one kid. Big Daddy's your boyfriend. Okay. Monkey is my youngest. Big Daddy is my boyfriend. And Boo Boo is my eldest boy. Yes, Boo Boo is son number 1. Monkey is number 2. And Big Daddy is number 3. Sometimes. Yeah, you would like Fireball. Jack Fireball is better. It's better quality ingredients. However, it's more expensive. Well, yeah. Bardor, what's that? Am I pronouncing that right? I pronounces it how I sees it. Bardor? What's that? Yes, I did. I put my head under the tap. It was a good fucking time. I never got locked in the bar again. They checked. Broad door? Yeah, I still don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Whatever, man, whatever. Listen, I'm uncomfortable. Oh, I need to switch. Okay. I'm okay. I need a bigger chair. I need one that I can get my feet up on. 2% more alcohol. Yeah, the Labatt Ice or whatever the fuck it was that they brought out in the 90s. I mean, it tasted like ass, but it got the job done. I mean, if you did a couple of BTs first and then drank the Labatt, it didn't fucking matter. Taste? We don't know her. So yeah. Yeah, I've never heard of the Jack Fire either. I'm gonna have to look for it because I have a very small collection of Jack. Because listen, me and Jack go back, all right. We old friends. I have the original, I have the Gentleman's, which is nice. I mean, it's smoother, but I kind of like that burn on the way down. So I prefer the original to the Gentleman, but the Honey Jack, which I also have, is like a good combination of that of smooth, but it still lets you know it's there in the back of your throat. It's awesome. It's so good. However, I've heard of jack shit. Dad joke. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Lovely. I post stupid shit like that on Twitter all the time. That's actually mainly what I post is dad jokes and stuff. And I posted one, I don't know, a couple days ago now, I guess. I haven't been posting like I used to, but I posted one a couple days ago. And somebody literally like commented, typed out a comment back to me like, nah, good one. But then reposted it. And so I messaged him back and was like, bro, how can you be so nonchalant and unamused by the glory that is me, but then repost my shit? We laughed. It was funny. It was like, come on, man. I'm fabulous. The shit I post is gold. All of it. Yeah, vodka is dangerous. Listen, I've almost gone to jail because of vodka. Okay. People carry on and on about the tequila and what's the other big bar no? It's, you know, you end the night with it. You don't start the night with it. The fuck is that? Tequila is one of those. And what the fuck is that shit called? Absinthe. Okay. Listen. Me and Jose go back as far as me and Jack. Okay. Jose is a good time. Jose understands me. We're good friends. Okay. I can drink Jose all night long and it's fine. We're fine. I love everybody. It's a good time. I'm so chill. Well, I'm not a chill drunk. I'm a very hyper drunk. But it's good. It's fine. We're all friends. We're having a good time. It's wonderful, right? Same thing with absinthe. Absinthe, I want to party. Like I get so freaking hyper. But we're good. It's all good. We're friends. It's fine. It's whatever. I have a couple shots of vodka and it is on like Donkey Kong. If you look at me and I interpret it a certain way, if you smile at me and I think you're being facetious, that's it. We're fighting. That's it. We're throwing hands. That's it. It's done. Like, fuck, it is bad. You almost had a bad joke. I thought your cam was going to fall over when you slapped the table. No. It's on there pretty good. It's fine. It's fine. It knows to hold on. When I was in my late teens, early 20s, I had a lot of nights I regret. You know what? I don't. Any scuffles that may have happened, I got dragged away from before it escalated, and it was fine. They put me to bed and it was all good. Let's see if I remember correctly. I think I remember having a very bad night on a bottle of Yukon Jack. I believe that's Canadian, right? I have no idea. Yukon, that sounds familiar. Hang on. I'm intrigued. Whoops. Wait, what did you call it? Yukon Jack. I think I typed that right. Yes, it's made in Quebec. 100% made in Quebec. So if you had a bad night on it, blame Quebec. We blame Quebec for everything. Yeah, I've never. That sounds familiar. I don't think I've ever had it though. I'll have to do some browsing the next time. I went to grab my coffee, but I'm drinking beer. We don't want to switch to coffee yet. It was like an earthquake. Everything was shaking. Well, it's for dramatic effect. To keep you immersed in the show, like theater. Yes, send those hearts. Boost the algorithm. Yoo-hoo! I never think to mention that, but yes. Hello, Maria. How are you? Are you the one sending me hearts? I love you. I never think to say it. And yes, it boosts me in the algorithm. So heart away. I thought I remembered that name. It was made in Quebec. It explains a lot. Tried it once, never got that desperate again. Jetfire is like Fireball, only better quality version. All right, so I could do like a shot, maybe 2 shots, and we'd be good. It'd be fine. A shot to start the night and a shot to end the night. We had a customer once when I was hairdressing who popped in for a haircut one night. I think there was 3 of us working. And we were all working on somebody. And he popped his head in, and we were closing soon. So whoever finished whatever they were doing was going to start the closing, that kind of thing, right? And this guy pops his head in and didn't give an excuse today. He just popped his head in and very politely said, I need to run to the bank, but can I get a haircut real quick? And one of the girls that I was working with just didn't skip a beat, just looked over her shoulder and went, if you bring us a bottle. Oh, he said he had to go to the liquor store. That's what it was. He had to hit the liquor store. But could he get a haircut real quick? And one of my coworkers just looked over her shoulder and was like, If you bring us back a bottle, then absolutely. So we all giggled and we're like, yeah, like it's fine, bro. Like go do what you gotta, like it's fine. We still need to do our cleanup and whatever. Like it's fine. So I finished what I was doing. So I started the cleanup, right? The laundry, the sweeping, cleaning up the wax station, like all that good stuff, right? The guy came back. He came back with a flask. I can't remember. I think it was Fireball, but he came back with this flask. And we're like, dude, we were joking. Like, we were making it the funny, bro. Like, of course you can get a haircut. He's a dude. It's going to take like 10 minutes. Like, it's fine. It's not like he's some broad walking in with hair down to her arse. You know what I'm saying? Saying, I want a full head of layers. Like, fuck you. 10 minutes. Absolutely. He was like, no, it's all good. So he got his hair cut. He paid for the cut. He tipped whoever cut his hair. I can't remember if it was my manager or the other girl that was there. Whoever cut his hair, he tipped her like 10 or 15 bucks or something and then gave us the flask. It was awesome. And so every so often, if we had a really bad night and we were really tense, if we were closing, we would, once the shop was closed and the customers were gone, we would go to the back because we had a fridge freezer back there, and we would take this bottle out of the freezer and each do a shot before we left for the night. It was a good time. I miss those girls. Have you ever heard of jack off? Jack shit's brother. They've gone to jail because of vodka. Have you really? Listen. I mean, I've had nights where I used to walk home from parties and stuff by myself all the time, which I mean, I was like 15, 16, 17. Had no business. Well, I had no business being that drunk, but I definitely had no business walking home at 2 or 3 in the morning, smashed out of my tree. But I did often. And I would get stopped for that all the time. And I would usually talk my way out of it and just go home. But I had one officer stop me. Not because I was drunk. Not because I was drunk underage. And not because I was drunk underage and out after curfew. But he stopped me for having a concealed weapon. What was the concealed weapon, you might ask? My house key in between my fingers. So he pulled me over. And I'm walking all over the goddamn highway. I was so smashed. And this officer stops me and pulls me over. He calls me over to the car so I, sashay on over. Hey, officer, how you doing? What's up, bro? I'm having a good time. I can honestly say that I have never wound up in jail over drinking, but I have been in the hospital. I fell down long for the stairs. Yeah. Yeah, I've never been to the hospital over a drunken escapade either. I bounce. I'm like a Tigger. I'm Irish. It's fine. It's all fine. But this officer stopped me and called me over and, I'm going to bring you into the station. You're carrying a concealed weapon. And I was very confused. And I went like this, and I had my key between my fingers. And he goes, that would be the weapon. I was like, it's my house key. It's between your fingers. And I had my hands in my jacket like this because it was cold out. And I was too cool for mittens. And you can't have your key between your fingers when you're wearing mittens. And yeah, he's giving me a hard time. And I was like, I said, I was told by my uncle. My uncle told me that if I'm walking around at night, I should, for my protection, I should have my key between my fingers. Well, that's a concealed weapon. I said, is it now? He said, yes, I'm going to have to bring you into the station. I said, all right, cool beans. Let's go. And I stuck my arms out, like, he's like, I don't need to cuff you. And I was like, oh, I think maybe you should. I have a concealed weapon because I'm an asshole and I like to push it. So I said, I would absolutely love to go to the station with you. I said, and when we get there, I would like you to make a phone call to my uncle. And I told his name. He was a sergeant at the time. And he says, oh, are you Jennifer? And I was like, yes, I am. He's like, oh, well, I'm very sorry. Can I give you a ride home? Like, it's fine, good. I can walk. It's great. And that was the end of that. I mean, of all the things he could have arrested me for, drunken in the Publix and drunken underage and out past curfew would all be completely doable things. No. He had to go with the fact that I had my house key between my fingers. Because I threw a name at him. He was like, okay, well, have a good night. That shit hit you like a ton of bricks. Clear LCBO alcohol and very potent. What alcohol is that? I missed. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't know what alcohol you're talking about, Rip, but okay. I had a very bad night. I ended up going through a double plated glass window and jumping off a roof with about a 2-inch chunk of glass. Oh, ouch. We don't drink you. Okay, so it's the Yukon Jack y'all are talking about. I got it. I'm back. I found it. Straight out the bottle. While listening to Slayer is probably not a good combination. No. Especially if you chug at the speed of the music, it's not a good time. You'd be listening to like Dead Skin Mask or something and just like die. A woman east of here was charged with assault with a weapon when she accidentally shot a guy with a water pistol. Okie dokie. I don't know what all cool is. All cool. At the time, it didn't really hurt. It was when the whiskey wore off. Yeah, that's the thing, right? 10 foot tall and bulletproof until the whiskey wears off. Yeah. That's funny. Well, I'm glad you're okay though, Chris. That's crazy. Holy shit, dude. Oh, whatever. I mean, hey. Listen, if you're being facetious or having any kind of sense of humor, we've been saying it for years, will eventually get you locked up, and so. But I mean, there is technically precedent for that because wasn't there a guy who held up a bank with a water gun or a toy gun of sorts? And or it was a liquor store. I don't know. He held up somebody. And he still got some sort of like big federal charge for thieving with a gun, even though it wasn't a real gun. Imagine sitting in the back of a van, having your A friend with a first aid kit trying to stitch you up your leg with a needle. Still have the scar. Oops. Well, you should have sat still, Chris. Listen, you're lucky you had a friend that kind of knew what they were doing. Oh, really? That would be interesting. This was a woman playing with a kid. Would the prick have charged the kid if the kid shot the water? Possibly. And then cried, I thought my life was in danger. My whole life flashed before my eyes. It was terrifying. And then sue Nerf for whatever the water gun make was. Anything to get your way and make a buck, I guess. I don't know. That's the world we live in. Good time. That's why I stay home. Listen, if I could work from home, I would do that too. I would never leave my house. I'd be as white as my sweater. 100%. Chris. Yeah, I've been very lucky. I have never, ever, ever been arrested. I've had many conversations with the police, and I've talked my way out of some shit. But yeah. When I was younger, I used to have a lot of fun with the police. But the GTA is different than Southern Ontario. I don't know. I find the cops around here are just good old boys that want to gear up and shoot some shit. Like, I mean, they're like, they get a call and they're all Thundercats are go, and they, strap up and whatever, and they get their pepper ball guns and they're right. They're quick to go, but yeah, I don't speak to, I don't fuck with, I have nothing to do with the cops here in Southern Ontario. Fuck that. In the GTA, you could have fun with them. You could, whatever. I mean, even as a in high school, I ran into my share of problems with the police. Because people lied. Not that I actually did anything, but people exaggerate and end up in some hot water. And I had to talk my way out of it. But it was a good time. And they had a sense of humor. They could laugh at stuff and whatever. And not around here. Not around here at all. Apparently, they won't release the prick's name. The neighbors are all up in arms and are apparently helping the lady with her legal expenses. Well, and I mean, it's very likely that it'll get to a judge, and the judge will be like, waste of my time, Bye-bye. I mean, was that like here in Canada? Because, I mean, we have our legal issues with the courts and whatever, but I mean, we don't generally sue at the drop of a hat. Like in the States, they sue for like breathing funny. But I mean, even over there, I mean, there's supposed to be like I don't know what it's called. There's a name for it when the judge, kind of reviews everything and goes, this is a waste of our fucking time, and just kind of yeets it the fuck out. Like, we're not going there. It's meant to save the court time and the dumbass people money. There's a name for it, and I can't remember what it's called. I drink like I'm Irish, but I'm actually Italian. Well, you know what? They can hold their own too, bro. Wops can drink. I'm just saying. I've had my share of good evenings out with an Italian guy. They can drink. They're a good time. I don't know what this side of Toronto means, but okay. Yeah, so it's here. I've told you before, Rick, when you talk like that, it means nothing to me. I don't know what this side means. This side with picture that side? Are you sure it's not that side? It could be that side. I don't know what you're talking about. Anywho's, we are almost an hour and a half in, so I'm going to boot. I still have my entire house to clean. I'm going to give up on editing for the day because I just don't care anymore. Between here and Toronto, but closer to Toronto. Okay. So, like Kitchener, that kind of thing. Well, gotcha. All right, my phone keeps going off too. So I'm going to boot. So I want to thank you, Chris and Rip. And there was a little chickie in here earlier and she has disappeared. But thank you for coming. I had a good time. I hope you all had a good time. Take care of yourselves. And I will see you in the next stream. Bye.